benefit because we need more active citizens. And I'll tell you, in the last few years where we've had the whole political system, we've been taken back to pre-Yaradua days, as in when you'll be on queue and they'll be announcing results. But one of the things for me is the fact that a lot of the Gen Zs have, after NSAS, decided that they will no longer be passive citizens and they're doing something about it. And so that gives more room for, for them to be able to hold government accountable and for all of us, to still keep going on. But I just want to ask a question. I know a good number of the cases that you take on are pro bono. Yes. And people come, they have issues, there's an issue out there, you're taking it pro bono, free of charge. But do you think in a way that this is also, how do I put it? This also gives people the opportunity to behave anyhow, knowing fully well that there's someone that will do something pro bono for them because they are not paying from their pocket. So, for example, you would defame anyone because I know someone will stand for me, or Deji, whether you or any other person will stand for me pro bono. Do you think it doesn't give people that disciplinary, how do I put it now, disciplinary attitude or incentive for them to do the right thing rather than just do anyhow and say that we end up in court because someone is going to pay the bill?
Yes, let me again reemphasize the position of the Supreme Court, what my Lord Justices said in the case of Adeyanju and the states, where it says people in government or public people, famous people, that they should develop a thick skin for criticism, for insult. That this idea of trying to criminalize freedom of speech, should be discouraged. That's what my Lord Justices said in that case. The idea is that people look at me. There's no kind of name that I have not been called. Even my wife, they don't even spare my wife. You understand? But we take it smiling because we know that we've already put ourselves out there. My problem with Nigerians is that Nigerians feel too big. Who are you? How can you criticize me? How can you insult me? This small boy insult me, hold me. No, I'm going to show him. So they will call one area commander somewhere and say, area commander, this person just insulted me, call my mother a bastard. Oh, this person say I'm a thief. So they will now use taxpayers' money to go on. They will now constitute a task force comprising of 13 officers to go and arrest somebody over the ego of another citizen. Why should security agents, why should they waste taxpayers' money in trying to fight to protect the ego of someone who has been insulted, who feels too big, whose ego is larger than the national stadium? So I have a problem with that. Yes, I know that the tendency for people to say, oh, I have been defamed, I have been this, I have been that, for God's sake. I'll give a very simple analogy of a matter that is in court. I will not want to go into details about the matter. Or where somebody said something and was asking questions, and certain people felt insulted or felt defamed. The matter is very simple. If I was the one whose name was mentioned, I would be more interested in saying, oh, yes, let's expose this thing.
Yeah, absolutely, my brother.
Yes, let's expose this thing. I will not be defensive to say, I will sue, I will do this. Abba, what are we talking about in this country? Have we not been saying we want to expose corruption, we want to do this? Why are we now behaving like the Nigerian elite, the politicians who don't like their name to be called? They don't like to be challenged. So why is there so much ego? Why are people, oh, my name that I have labored for, all of us have names. And all of us have been insulted in this country and subjected to ridicule. But we always look at the bigger picture and we say to ourselves, we say, oh, even if it is because of me, that somebody will say, no matter how painful it is to come, even if you call my parents and you declare me to be a bastard, as long as it to make Nigerians see the bigger picture, I'm willing to let everything happen in that regard. So I don't want to make comments that will be subjudice, but I believe that Nigerians have an idea about what I'm talking about. So we must see beyond the larger picture. of just self, I, myself, and my family.
So the fight is just to keep going. I love what you said in terms of the fact that who are you not to be called out? And for me, I always say to people, when people come and insult you, why do you get angry? But when people come to compliment you, you don't get angry. Insult and praise are the same thing. There are people's opinion about you. So don't let the praise get to your head. Don't let the insults get to your heart. And then if somebody has accused you of something, it's an opportunity for you to show people that you didn't do it. It's not something.
And you just go after that. Exactly.
And so while you were talking, I was thinking about myself. I mean, I've been accused that I stole Labour Party money. Even the Labour Party people have come to try. At one time, I had to help them tag EFCC because they say EFCC to investigate me. So I even sent them, please send petition to this EFCC so that they will remember EFCC. As far as I'm concerned, it's opportunity for me to come and farms and see that your money, nothing touch it. After all, there are reporters, investigative reporters that have checked the account from A to B. If there was any part where I should chop 1 naira, they would have brought me out. Even me, we want to bring myself. So I totally agree with you in terms of people should not be, how do I put it, very light skinned, or is it light skinned, a bit not thin skinned, and just try to take over. But I get also at the same time, there are people who want to follow certain issues on, because if it keeps going on without it being countered, then it becomes something like, oh, the person must be guilty. And so
that is if there's clear malice, if the person just sat down on his own and started calling you name, if there was malice, but when in the absence of malice, people must always see beyond themselves. People must always see beyond people must always look at the larger picture. If the person did not just sit down on his own and started going after you, there was a reason why certain things were done. You understand? You cannot understand, because all of us for years, if not for decades, we have been at this. We have been criticizing others and wanting the right thing to be done in this country. Do you understand? So that is where my shock is coming from. That what is the issue really?
Yeah, I get that, but there are also places where a person's reputation is equally very important, and people have to stand up, in terms of their reputation. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember, Saturdays 5 p.m. live with Aisha is back, and we'll be having a lot more guests. One thing you can also help us do is to put in who do you want to see. Please put it down in the comment section so we go after them and bring them. Let's have a conversation on Nigeria. Thank you and bye.